Evening, YouTube pipe community. It's New England Pipe Smoker here. Back for a little check-in. It's been a week or so since I gave a check-in, so hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying warm and safe. I know up here it's been about a week and a half since we had a major snowstorm, so pretty excited about that. So as the title of tonight's video states, it's a little check-in regarding the weight loss. I put it up in a couple of videos, but didn't get many responses that people really wanted to do a challenge or whatever we want to decide. So obviously I'm still trekking on for myself because I need to. So it's been about, I want to say 3 weeks maybe since I put that video up. Maybe a little longer, I don't remember. But anyways, trials and tribulations. It's going all right. I mean, obviously it's the beginning. It's early. So some challenges. I'm going to the gym 4 to 6 days a week, give or take. I started off running at first, or not running, but on the treadmill at first. And I do what's called the Fat Man Shuffle. It's like at 4.3, just enough to truck along. But all the extra weight and the fact that I don't have the greatest knees to begin with put a lot of wear and tear on my knees and my shins. And running, I just couldn't do it. I got about a mile in, 3/4 of a mile, whatever it was, and my shins were all inflamed, my knees were a mess, so I ended up moving over to the elliptical. First day on the elliptical, 20 minutes, and at a decent pace. I was hurting. But what do I expect? It's my first day back, and I can't go balls to the wall and expect I'm going to get back to the gym. And that's the frustrating piece. You know, I go there and I wanna do well, and you know it's tough. So let me give you a little background. I'm kind of skipping around my little schizophrenia here. So I don't know if people watched my last video regarding the weight loss a couple of videos ago, or if I even mentioned it. But I cycle. I have this ebb and flow that I've done for the past 7 or 8 years. All growing up, my whole life, all through high school, junior high, I was an athlete. Doesn't mean I was a good athlete, but I was an athlete. Sports year round. Could play sports from dusk till dawn, you name it, all day long. Like I said, I wasn't good all the time. But I mean, I could do it. My body could handle it. I was always a skinny rail, always in great shape. And then came college, and the sport stopped. Like most people, you put the poundage on. Started drinking, and my eating habits have always been the crux for me. I don't eat healthy. Excuse me. I don't eat fruits. Don't eat vegetables. Don't eat salad. I mean, I don't do any of that stuff. So I eat horrible, and that's my biggest problem, and it always has been. And it really, was amplified when I stopped, working out and stuff and playing sports. I gained a little bit of weight in college. Went from my normal weight was around 175, 180, which was I was good. That was a good weight for me. I was in good shape. Went to about 200 senior year of college back in like 05, 04, whatever it was, and that to me was big. Dropped the weight a little bit. Was a police officer for a little while. Got in really good shape again. Left that. I did a couple other jobs. Stayed in really good shape at the time. Then I worked for my job I just left about a month ago. And I was there for 7.5 years. That was a high-stress job. High anxiety. Secondary trauma. You just don't take care of yourself. And I really stopped working out. Stopped running. I was doing what I was doing. And my eating habits never changed. So the weight just came back on. So it would get to that point. You'd look in the mirror, and I'd just be disgusted with myself. I'm like, all right, now I got to go back. And I'm one of those people, it's all or nothing. There's no middle ground for me, no matter what it is, whether it was pipe smoking and buying 5 pipes off eBay and 25 tobaccos to jar up. And I research stuff till the cows come home, and I'm very impulsive with a lot of those things. There's no middle ground for me. So it's hit the gym, and it's 6 days a week, eating better, or just not eating as much, which is horrible for you. I mean, I know this. And I'd lose about 35 pounds in about 3 months. I'd stop going to the gym. And then I've never really enjoyed the gym. Even when I was in really good shape and I liked being in shape, I never liked the gym. I always dreaded going. I always have. After those 3 or 4 months, you lose those 35 pounds. You miss a day, you miss a week, you miss a month, and I'm good. 6 months of eating and drinking horribly, 40 pounds again, and you repeat that cycle. And I know it's horrible. It's the worst thing you can do for your body, that yo-yoing. And I've done it for the last 7 or 8 years. So now I'm at right around, I don't have a scale in the house, but I know where I was the last time my clothes got really tight. Now Now I couldn't even fit in them anymore. So I know it was about 240, I think. I don't even know where I am now. I want to say it was probably about 240. I've been doing it for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So the first couple of days on the elliptical, 20 minutes at a slow pace, I was hurting. Build it up, slowly building up. Now today I did 30 minutes on the elliptical straight at a really good clip. So I'm feeling good. Am I seeing those pounds shed off in those 2 weeks? No. Do I see a little bit of a difference? I think so. It could just be an optical illusion. Are my pants fitting better? Are my clothes fitting better? The answer to that question is yes. Not much, but slightly. So I know there's some progress, which is good. The big problem to me is I'm not eating healthy, and I know I have to, and I know I'm not addressing the original problem of eating healthy. And I do work for a school system, but I have a side job is where I'm a mental health therapist, because that's what my master's degree is in. So my side job as a mental health therapist is at a substance abuse clinic or a methadone clinic. And, I tell my methadone clients a lot, you can address the physical symptoms of your withdrawal with the methadone. You can curb that with those withdrawals. You can get on your therapeutic dose. You're stabilized. Shit, you can even, titrate down appropriately and get off methadone and physically be okay without the withdrawals. But if you don't address the original issues of what brought you to abusing drugs in the first place, your chances of recidivism go through the roof. I mean, most people start using drugs for a reason. Trauma, neglect, you name it. If you don't address those original issues, the chance of you coming back are very high. And, I look at myself, and if I don't address the original issue of the eating better, I'm going to end up, and I have ended up back at that bigger weight. And, I'll really get into the treatment, the gym. I'll get comfortable. I'll stabilize, and I'll stop, and I'll come right back again. It was those original habits. Just like I tell my therapy clients, therapy can suck. You're addressing shit you never wanted to address because it hurts. It's not fun. It's hard. It's hard work. The gym for me right now at this weight is hard work, and I don't like doing it. So it's easier said than done. That I can tell my clients that, but it doesn't mean I can bring it back to myself in the real world. But I can see myself slowly getting better. I'm motivated. I'm not going balls to the wall this time. I'm not going to the gym, killing myself, not eating, drinking nothing but water, and just, I'm not doing that to myself. I had slip-ups. Yesterday I went to the gym, 30 minutes, boom, came home, pounded a Bud Light. That was my treat. To me, it's small victories. Like I said, I'm very impulsive. Once thoughts get in my mind, it's very tough for me to get them out, that urge. Just like my drug therapy clients. Once that urge or the craving gets in your head, it's very tough to get rid of that. And we all tell our clients, try to avoid the people, places, and things that are going to cause you to relapse. And for me, perfect example, today I had to drive about an hour and a half northwest to Worcester, Mass. On the way home, you got to go 495 to 24, 24 to 140. That's how I get home to New Bedford. So the problem is that stretch of 24 to 140. It's a long drive and it sucks. That 140 to the end sucks. But I know when that 24 meets 140, there's a Wendy's. And as soon as I started getting down 24, I got that urge in my head. Oop, there's a Wendy's. I'm going to stop and get food. And it was that self-talk, that fight, the good devil and the angels on your shoulders fighting back and forth. I was able to veer to the right and not go to the Wendy's and make my way home. Then I was I don't want to go to the gym today. I'm tired. I thought of every excuse in the book. Oh, it's breezy out today. Can't go to the gym. But I got myself to go and do my workout. So like I said, to me, it's the small victories. And those are huge for me. So hopefully it's about 9 minutes of this video. Most of you are probably tuned off or just don't care at this point. But if you have, if you guys have gone through these type of things, any type of, sharing of the stories, if you guys want to, that's great. At least, it helps that, you're not alone and people go through the same struggles, trials, tribulations that, I go through. And I'm sure there are people out there. If you don't want to share, please, you don't have to. You want to call me a fat ass? That's fine too. But hopefully, you guys watch this video. Maybe someone else realizes that they're going through the same thing and, it's not just them. And any type of support, that I can provide or maybe I have, it's fantastic. But hopefully I'll be bringing guys a video in the next couple days. I'm drying out right now some LJ Peretti Ebony. I'm going to smoke that tonight while I watch the New York Rangers game. Go Rangers. So that's about it. So anyways, this is New England Pipe Smoker, and have a good one.